Blackstone Publishing and Urban Audiobook present Snap 2, The Redemption by Tina Brooks Mckinney. This book is read by Rhyan Neco. Chapter 1, Gavin Mills. I should have known things weren't going to work out the way I wanted them to. They never did. So I didn't know why I thought this time would be any different. But I guess it was all water under the bridge now. The damage had been done, and now I had to figure out a way to clean up the mess I'd created for myself. I thought I could pull a rabbit out of a hat and claim the girl of my dreams. Wrong. Now I was cuffed at the wrist and shackled at the legs and on my way to a cell that was not fit for a pet, let alone a human being. I was not necessarily worried about going to jail. Been there and done that. I just didn't want to stay. This time, the stakes were higher. I was not a juvenile whose sentence would disappear with time and good behavior. I was an adult now. So if I didn't find a way out, my tiny cell would become my second furnished unit. Watch your head, the officer barked as he pushed me into the back of his patrol car. I did my best to shield my face from the cameras and to ignore the rude questions being shouted to me, but it was hard. Normally, I enjoyed being the center of attention, but this time I preferred to pass. What are all these cameras doing here? I was dumbfounded. The officer ignored me as he shut the door and elbowed his way back inside the motel room. I could only imagine what was going on behind the closed door. It made me sick to my stomach thinking about it. Regardless of how things looked, it wasn't my plan to hurt Cojo. The only reason I had brought her to a motel room was so I could try to talk some sense into her. I thought I could change her mind about being with me if I got her out of her own environment. I would have taken her to my apartment if I had invested more time in sprucing it up, but it was just a room and hardly a home. I couldn't very well expect her to leave her comfortable apartment to live in my cramped one-bedroom. That would be stupid. I wanted to show Cojo she could have a life with me if she gave me a chance. But she wasn't trying to hear anything I had to say. She kept crying and fighting with me. The front of the motel was ablaze with lights. It seemed like every fraction of the media was present and accounted for. And they were bugging to have a word or two with me.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?